second favorite day of the week. It is semifinal Saturday. Obviously, my favorite day of the week is Championship Sunday, and we're going to get there. We're going to have one of those tomorrow where we will be crowning our very first Elite Series champion of the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series in our 10th trip for the Elite Series here to Palatka, Florida. Who's excited about that? We're excited to be back here, and the major reason we are here is our title sponsor for this event, FXR Pro Fish. Make sure you swing by the booth. They're right back there. Let's hear it for FXR. Sponsors love it when you clap for them, but what they love even more is when you say their name. So I want you guys to, I'm going to warm up this crowd a little because you guys are going to make lots and lots of noise. And trust me, I was just backstage. There's lots of reasons to make noise here today. Palatka showed up in a big, big way, not just in the crowd, but on the water. So what we're going to do is, if you are right here, I need you to say F when I point at you, okay? And you guys are going to say X. And guess what you guys are going to say? You guys are very good. This is perfect. Okay. Okay, that would be okay if we were somewhere else, but we are in freaking Palatka, Florida. You guys are known for monster crowds and loud crowds. We got people watching all around the world. Let's try it one more time. All right, let's hear it for FXR, ladies and gentlemen. We started with 104. We only have 50 anglers remaining after today. We'll be counting it down to our top 10 anglers that will compete on Championship Sunday. I need you guys to stick around to the very end of the weigh-in when we bring out our top 10 and we honor them and we find out who's going to battle on this legendary fishery for one more day. A shot at $100,000 and one of the coveted blue trophies, one of the greatest trophies in professional bass fishing, and we're excited to get this started. So I need to ask you, Palatka, Florida, are you ready? I think that's pretty good, but it is semifinal Saturday. This is the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. Are you ready? Let's get ready to welcome our very first angler from Mississippi. Get loud for five-time Classic qualifier, Brock Mosley. Brock Mosley, an Elite Series champion, had 34 pounds and 3 ounces to start the day today. Let's get him inside that top 10 5 fish. A good day today, 18 pounds, 3 ounces with 52 pounds and 6 ounces. Brock Mosley moves into the lead at the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. 52 pounds, 6 ounces. Another good day at the office for Brock Mosley. Going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Obviously going to take it over for the day. First angler, that's a big advantage, and that's a big fish, 7 pounds and an ounce. You're leading Phoenix Boats Big Bass. You're leading the tournament, and you only have 49 problems to deal with you.
Yeah, man, it was a good day. It was a lot of fun. Made some really off-the-wall decisions that paid off with that big fish. You know, I had a place where I caught a 6-pound fish, you know, like 5 years ago, and way back in the area. Took me like 15 minutes to idle in, and the whole time I'm kind of kicking myself, and I get in there and I'm telling the camera about it, and I punch over in there, and sure enough, the line gets tight, and it's that 7-pounder. So it was kind of funny how things you know, pay off, but you know, that's what I love about this sport. When you make decisions, you either know it's going to be a good one or a bad one, and that was a great one. But you know, it's been a good week. This is my 10th year on tour. I started my rookie season on here in Palatka, and I finished 102nd. So if I make the top 10, it's a big step in the right direction for where I've been.
Definitely a big step in the right direction, and I hope to bring you out as our top 10. We'll find out at the very end of our weigh-in. A 3-time Bassmaster winner, a 6-time Classic qualifier from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. 30 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9 pounds, 15 ounces with 40 pounds and 3 ounces. Mark Menendez moves into 3rd place currently. And a good payday for the Skeeter Yamaha Pro from Palatka. Not from Palatka, but you love Palatka. I mean, I just wanted the Palatka folks to cheer for you. From Paducah, a nice town. Fun to say, just like Palatka.
Yeah, say Palatka, Paducah, Palatka, Paducah, Palatka.
That was very impressive. Very impressive. You've made that route a lot of times over the years, though.
I have, Dave. You know, I started my very first bass tournament was right here. My first professional event in 1987. So I've got a lot of history here. I've a lot of romance with this place. I've had some great finishes here. Today was just one of those days to try to get through and make sure I caught 5 and try not to lose as many points as I could. But I've been pitching a Strike King game hog in 3 or 4 different colors, and the old Space Monkey came through for me a couple of times this week too. So it's been a real slow grind for me, like I always do, just making long pitches and just being real methodical about everything. And that's the secret to the way I fish here. So glad to be back. Glad to take a little check home. Can't look forward to coming back here.
Great start to the season, and we look forward to seeing you just a couple hours down the road in Okeechobee. Next up, we got his 3rd season on the Elite Series from Gonzales, Louisiana, Logan Latuso. Logan Latuso had 30 pounds even at the start of today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 7 pounds and 9 ounces puts him in 5th place currently, but better get out of here quick because that 5's going to change in a hurry here.
Yeah, you kind of messed up on that one. It was only 4 little swimmers, but you know what happened. I figured it was going to happen. I had one little area way down in Astor, and I felt like I was running out of fish, and I did. But, you know, it's still a great place, bunch of big fish. I hope we come back every year. Thank y'all for coming out.
Always great to have you here. Congrats on a great payday. His very first Elite Series event from Pickering, Ontario, Canada. Let me hear it for Evan Kung. 11 rookies debuted here this week, and Evan Kung, one of the rookies left in our top 50. So a great start to your Elite Series career. Congrats on that. 35.6 going into today, 10 pounds, 11 ounces here on semifinal Saturday. You move into 2nd place currently. Obviously, that's going to change rapidly here, but man, a great start to your Elite Series career.
Yeah, it was a fun start. After practice, I never would have expected to even be here. So I've had one little area. I guess I caught all the fish out of it. There's just little ones left there today, but I'm ready to get to Okeechobee.
Awesome. Congrats on a great finish, and we look forward to seeing you down the road. He is a former collegiate champion. He's a Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Union City, Tennessee, John Garrett. Oh, boy. Somebody went to the Piggly Wiggly and come back with a whole sack full. Up to this point in the tournament, he has weighed 27 pounds after 2 days of competition. He's got 5 fish, looking for 25.7 to take the lead. 31 pounds, 6 ounces, 31.6. And with 58 pounds, 6 ounces, John Garrett is leading the FXR Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. 58 pounds and 6 ounces. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 7-1 for the day, 8-13 for the tournament, 8 pounds, 6 ounces. So a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the day. And you just joined. Oh, we're holding them all. Oh, wow. Here we go. I mean, look at them all. 31 pounds and 6 ounces. You just joined the top 10 5 fish limits ever weighed in on the St. Johns River right there. You are seeing history. The top 10 biggest 5 fish limits ever weighed in on the St. Johns River. There was one down the bottom of that 10 that was 29 pounds. Old Bob Downey owned that record. Well, you knocked him out of the top 10. You're now part of that top 10 of all time. We've been here 10 times. We've seen some monster bags. The biggest ever was Chris Lane with 37 and change. But, man, you just blew it. You had 27 pounds after 2 days, and you just weighed in 31 and change for one.
It's crazy. Look at this crowd. Let's give a round of applause. That's awesome, everybody out here. Man, what a place. Today was just really special. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I had no expectations for today. I really struggled the first 2 days and just went fishing free today. And I got down to the area I was fishing, and everything had changed. You know, we've had a lot of wind and water was pulling out. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fish how I love to fish. So I started fishing how I did back home, and you know how I caught them in Florida last time we were here. And man, I came across a spot today that was just really special. I caught that, 30 pounds pretty quick, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was just a really, really special day.
An incredible day, I would say. Blew the doors off this. I mean, you're obviously fishing tomorrow, and if you're whoever the next 9 guys that you're going to be fishing against are, that's a pretty scary act to follow up. Do you think this is something that could hold up?
If it was today, I could have caught a lot of bass today. I caught 6 fish on that place and left them alone, and there was a lot of fish there. But like I said, today was special. I mean, we had a lot of hard north winds past 2 days, and it slacked off, so we had a lot of water moving out. Not sure how hard that water's going to be moving tomorrow or if those fish will be there. But we're excited to get back and see if they are.
Well, that's no fun whatsoever. You're supposed to trash talk them and make them super nervous. So just look at that camera and tell them it's going down tomorrow.
Their knees better be shaking because I'm coming.
All right. Sounds very convincing. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this next angler, very accomplished, but very unlucky with his weigh-in order. A 5-time Bassmaster winner from Summerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. Woo! 32 pounds, 7 ounces coming into today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 16 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 49 pounds and 6 ounces. $49 pounds and 6 ounces for Patrick Walters. And, I mean, a good day today, but John Garrett made it look a little bit pedestrian-esque.
I got the short end of the stick of this deal. How come I got to weigh after him? I just caught 17 pounds almost, and crowd was like, yeah. Like, I was happy with that. That was a good bag. No. Thank y'all. Woo! Look at that crowd. What an amazing crowd. Palatka always shows out. Every year we come here, some amazing people. I love this fishery. The fishery was a little tough this week, but that's what happens when you get a cold front in Florida. You know, fish were a little stingy, but we're still catching some weight. Hopefully we make the top 10. It's going to be close, but shout out to all of my family, my mom and dad for being here and cooking this week. My lovely wife and my son Shep for being here. It's not his first win, but it's his second win. He is pretty good luck, so I think I'm going to make it, but can't thank y'all enough.
Keep our fingers crossed you're part of the top 10. We'll find out shortly. Florida, I know you're going to get very loud. He's a 7-time Classic qualifier, a 2-time Bassmaster winner from DeBerry, Florida, John Cox. John Cox started the day with 35 pounds and 2 ounces. 5 fish here today, 14 pounds, 12 ounces. You move into 3rd place currently with 49 pounds and 14 ounces. John, you used to be able to convince her to hold it, and she was you said, do you want to hold it? And there was no hesitation, no.
Yeah, they're all grown up now. It's crazy. I mean, they've been coming up here, I don't know how long, and now Nan's driving, and Lil is 13 or 14-ish, 13, 12, whatever. She's somewhere in there. But, man what I want to tell, it's my father-in-law's birthday today, so if we can tell him happy birthday, Len.
How old is he?
74, maybe. I'm guessing. I don't know. But happy birthday, Len. And, man, that last fish I caught, I had to go. I was going to leave at 2 o'clock to run back. And, man, I'm like, well, you know, I fished till 2:05. Last cast, I caught that nice one. And, oh, my gosh, I mean, I just ran back, and I was like, oh, please let it be enough. I really hope I get to go tomorrow. If not, I'm going to come back. I'll hang out here. I'll be here sometime during the day. But, man, it was awesome. I just caught that fish and trimmed that new Vexus. It's a 21-foot aluminum with a 250, and I was running that. I was just flying. It's faster than I've probably gone the last 15 years, and made it back in time. So, man, awesome week. And, man, I hope we get to come back, and hopefully we make it for tomorrow.
I would love you to be in our top 10. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they like coming out here anymore, I got to be honest. But this guy loves to come out here, and he's coming out here for the first time on semifinal Saturday from Birmingham, Alabama, Elite Series rookie Tucker Smith. Had 30 pounds and 10 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish added to that, 12 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 7th place currently. Keep your eyes on Tucker Smith getting started here on the Elite Series, but expect big things from this former 3-time high school champion, former collegiate champion, and man, great start to things on the Elite Series.
Yeah, it was a really fun day. I went to a couple places that I caught some yesterday, and there was nothing there, so I had to run all new water today. Ran the nitro up and down the river everywhere and burned a lot of gas.
Worked out pretty good for you. Going to get gassed up and head to Okeechobee. I'm sure you're excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Have some history there last year, and I'm ready to get there.
Go make it happen. We'll see you down the road. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Auburn, Alabama, Logan Parks. If you don't think collegiate fishing works, you just saw a team of the year, a former collegiate team of the year walk over the stage with obviously Tucker Smith and now Logan Parks. 13 pounds and 9 ounces today. He moves into 7th place with 45 pounds and 7 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let's hear it. $45 pounds, 7 ounces. Not a bad week.
No, man, super blessed. You know, they say, never give up, fish till the last minute. I literally caught one, put my rod down, cold my fish, and ran to the weigh-in, and I barely made it in time. So I caught one on my last cast. It was the biggest one of the day. It was an awesome time. But I want to give a big shout-out to my whole family over there, my beautiful wife standing right there. We got married this past December, and I couldn't couldn't chase this dream without you, baby. I love you. Big shout out to my parents. They just had their anniversary. I also couldn't chase this dream if it weren't for them bringing me up right, showing me how to live this life. And also, today is Kaylin's parents' anniversary. So congratulations, guys. Thank y'all for all y'all do. And I'm super blessed. Had an awesome tournament. Excited to get after it at Okeechobee. Caught every single fish this week on a Berkeley Stunner. And a big shout out to FXR for sponsoring the event. New apparel sponsor. I've worn their gear all week. It's flawless.
Awesome. Great start to the season. Way to go. He's a former progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 2-time Bassmaster winner from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. Seth Fighter had 37 pounds and 7 ounces to start the day today. One short of his limit, 4 fish for 9 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 5th place with 46 pounds, 12 ounces. $46.12, sitting in 5th place right now. Don't know if it's going to be enough tomorrow, and if it maybe that 5th fish will hurt you, but a great start to the season. And you're also a TikToker now, a viral sensation on TikTok, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, life's good right now. No complaints. I mean, I caught what bit. I didn't lose any. I just never really figured out what was going on today. Just wasn't getting a lot of bites, but I had fun this week. I love fishing on the river, flipping, fishing current, and had a really good time.
Great finish. Congrats. Keep it rolling. We look forward to seeing you at Okeechobee. He's a 2-time Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Arkansas, the Cowboy Joey Cifuentes. Joey Cifuentes had 34 pounds and 7 ounces start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. 9 pounds even gives him a 43 pounds, 7 ounces. You move into 9th place. Unfortunately, not going to be making the top 10, but a great start to the season.
Yeah, man. I'm super blessed. This was a tough day today, but man, an overall way to start the season. You know, rough year last year. You know that, Dave. And we're going on the right track. So, the place I was fishing, I was just right up here and not far from takeoff, and I think just ran out of fish today. There's a lot of guys in there, and it just didn't pan out, but it was good enough to make the cut, and pumped, man. But I caught all my fish on this brand new bait right here yesterday. Caught some dinks on it today, but it's the old Berkeley stank bug, 3.5 inch. Smell that thing.
Stanky.
Stanky. Yeah, max scent, baby. It works. Somebody go catch a fish on that. You're going to have to run up there and get
That was a horrible throw. That was a very bad throw. You might be a cowboy, but you're definitely not a pitcher.
Yeah, I'm not. There was only like 3 or 4 baits left in there. But anyways, Palatka, thank everybody for coming out. Love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys again in the future.
Always great to have you here. Florida, one of your very own, a 9-time Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. Bernie Schultz started the day with 32 pounds and 2 ounces. 2 fish here today, but definitely one of the right ones. 9 pounds, 13 ounces for just 2 fish here on semifinal Saturday. But digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag, get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. Look at that hydrilla gorilla right there. Gonna weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 8 pounds, 6 ounces for the day, 8.13 for the tournament. 8 pounds, 5 ounces. So just short of the big bass, but man, a welcome addition. That's gonna get you a bunch of progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points and a strong finish here to start off the season.
Yeah, it was a good start. Slow day, but happy to have that big one. It kind of made up for a lot of fish I didn't get to bite. But thanking everybody for coming. Huge crowd. I got family, friends. I want to thank the Prince family for putting up with me, the 2 Drews, Cook and Benton, David Mullins, their cameraman, wives, kids. It's like a home for the wayward anglers or something over there. They feed everybody. They take care of everybody. So I want to thank the Prince family and my family for coming.
Great people and a great finish. He's an Elite Series, a rookie, a former All-American champion from Georgia. Get loud for Emil Wagner. 30 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day today. 30 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 10 ounces puts him in 13th place currently. So going to call an end to your tournament this time around, but man, a top 50 finish, nothing wrong with that. A great start to things on the Elite Series.
Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast at my first Elite Series event. Stoked to make a top 50. Today was super frustrating. I won't bore y'all with the stories, but I am doing a YouTube channel this year. I got my buddy Forrest traveling with me, so if any of you guys want to check it out, it's just Emil Wagner Fishing on YouTube, and we got some pretty funny and sucky clips from today, but it's still a good event overall, and I'm excited for Okeechobee. Caught most of my fish on a Berkeley Magnum hitworm, fishing shell bars, and good time out there. This is a lot of fun. I'm ready for the next one.
Well, those sucky clips are fun to watch on YouTube, so I look forward to the entertainment. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Forest Wood Cup champion from Alabama. Let me hear it for Justin Atkins. Justin Atkins started the day with 31 pounds, 14 ounces. 5 fish here today. Let's see if it's enough to get him inside the top 10. Currently needs 11.5. He's got that. 16 pounds, 4 ounces. He moves into 5th place currently with 48 pounds and 2 ounces. Let me hear it for Team Yamaha's Justin Atkins. $48.2, so not a bad tournament. We'll see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, no, if you'd have told me that's what I was going to have at the end of this thing before it started, man, I'd have been fired up. Practice is a little tough, but I've just learned in Florida, you just got to get around them, and I got a few bites the last day of practice. One of them was a big pre-spawner, and I was like, this is just where we're going to spend our tournament, and I've learned a little bit as it's going on. I'd love to go back one more day because I feel like I learned a little bit more today, and it's been awesome. I've been catching my fish on really 3 things. I've been flipping a Berkeley Pit Boss, been throwing a stunner, Berkeley jerkbait, and I have been catching some on a Magnum hitworm. I have weighed in more bass on a Magnum hitworm everywhere we go than any bait I own. I always keep it tied on. So it's been awesome. I love Palatka. I am 4 for 4 on making cuts here, so maybe we can go one more time tomorrow.
I would love to see that happen. We'll find out at the end of our weigh-in. A 2-time Bassmaster winner, once in the Opens and once in the Elite Series. From Wisconsin, Caleb Kufal. Caleb Kufal started the day with 35 pounds and 4 ounces. 35.4 to start the day. 9.11 to add to that. Puts him in 10th place currently. So, unfortunately, not going to be fishing tomorrow unless you can convince, the next 35 pros not to weigh in, and I'm sure you can't do that. But you got to be happy with how things worked out this week.
Yeah, it was a good week. A little disappointed today, but it is what it is. Execution kind of was a problem with me this week. I was fishing pad lines with a spinnerbait, and you don't always get them all out. But it is what it is. I love coming to the St. John's River. The big fish factor here. I caught my PB in practice. Got a 9.71 in practice, so that's good. Looking forward to Okeechobee though.
Going to be a lot of fun. Short trip down the road. We'll see you there. His second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series, 4 top 5s in his rookie season from Knoxville, Tennessee, Robert G. Robert G had 31 pounds, 4 ounces. A good day here today. Looking for 13.11 to get inside the cut. Currently 15 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 7th place with 46 pounds and 9 ounces. Robert G going to be fishing his first Bassmaster Classic in just a month's time. Fort Worth, Texas. 46 pounds and 9 ounces, sitting in 7th place currently. So a good way to start the season again.
Yeah, I can't complain at all. The practice I had out here was just horrible. And, I kind of just went junk fishing around this week close to their boat ramp and put stuff together. Yesterday I seen some birds diving, and I drove right over there and set my trolling motor down, and I caught 18 pounds. So, I was just junking around and hopefully to get my next bite, and that's kind of how I had to fish this week.
Well, the birds paid off, and look forward to seeing you down the road. Congrats on a great start. He's the 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion, an 8-time Bassmaster winner from Dry Creek, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. 31 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day today. 4 fish to add to that on semifinal Saturday. 5 pounds, 14 ounces, puts him in 17th place. So a tough end to things here, Christy, but it ended on the right day. It ended on Saturday.
It did. If you guys fish out here, St. John's will humble you. I could sit here and give you a lot of excuses, but I don't want to do that. It just boils down to where I was fishing, they left. I left there at 11 o'clock, hadn't had a bite, so... luckily, got a few pounds, hopefully save a couple points, because at the end of the year, every point matters. But, it was a fun week. I had a good plan. It just did not work out today. Had a good plan the first 2 days.
Worked out not so bad. You're here in semifinal Saturday, so we'll see you at Okeechobee. He's a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. Hunter Shryock, 33 pounds and an ounce coming into today. Had a big day yesterday. Unfortunately, 1 short of his limit here today. 4 fish for 8 pounds, 3 ounces. Puts him in 15th place currently. And yesterday you had a big day, and you kind of blamed the rally on allegedly, the fact that you accidentally put your wife's yoga pants on in the morning, and you bore those while you were competing. Does this mean the yoga pants were not on today?
Hey, do you hear him laughing? I heard you guys laughing at me. Yeah, see, I was discouraged after yesterday. I did not put the yoga pants back on, and it was still cold this morning. And you saw what we brought in, 8 pounds. So, Okeechobee, you guys know what I'm going to be wearing. If you guys have any suggestions, just, yes. But, no, I kept it simple this week. Berkeley Max Scent General on a wacky worm. I had to put down my flipping sticks. I had to pick up the spinning rod, be really patient. But fun week here in Palatka. We always love coming here. Thank you all for coming out. And tomorrow's always going to be a good shootout, so stick around.
I kind of look forward to seeing you at Okeechobee. Not so much, though. He is a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Gerald Swindle had 31 pounds and 5 ounces to start today. I would love to see him all the way through to Championship Sunday. Needs 14.2 to get inside the cut currently. 5 fish, 17 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 5th place currently with 48 pounds, 10 ounces. Let's hear it for the G-Man. 48 pounds, 10 ounces, sitting in 5th place. Off to a great start, G.
I need to hang in there like a trailer park marriage is what I got to do. I just don't want to lose my mobile home in this deal, you know what I mean? The winds are blowing, it's clouding up outside. At home, we call trailer parks tornado decoys. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that. It's like putting out a big spread of duck decoys where we live. If you get a big mobile home park, you get to get you a hurricane and a tornado. It's been a good week, been an interesting week. I've learned some things, and I was at the gas station the other morning, and I got out, and a kid walked up to me, and he said, "Gee, man, you got that drip going on. You got that drip." And I kind of looked down. I said, "Well, you think that's something? I about pooped my pants on day one." He goes, "No, your truck, it's all clean." I said, "My bad, dog, my bad." I was wondering why he had that weird look in his face, and he said, "The drip." I said, "Oh, I thought it was at 55, that just happens." You know why people are alarmed when somebody says, "Hey, I pooped my pants." Everybody acts shocked about that. I'm like, "You've never been to Dairy Queen, sneezed, and pooped your pants? That's why I'm sponsored by Dude Wipes." At 50, anytime you pass gas, it's a treacherous thought. You're just one good sneeze away from being in a nursing home. And I'm just like, running down this lake, hitting them waves. I'm like, I can't eat no more of them cookies my wife packed with that fiber in there. I mean, it was backfiring and hitting. That guy says, "That the motor?" I said, "Yes, the motor, all right." Whew. Honey, them things got fiber in them. Don't get to them. It's been a good week for me. I caught all my fish so far, pitching around a Zoom fluke stick and throwing a Maverick jerkbait by Rapala. Just taking my time, fishing some offshore stuff, and just really using live scope. Yep, I caught every one of them live scope. When I said it, I did it, and I meant it, huh? If you can't beat them, join them. I ain't got no long hair, no mullet, but I got bad eyes, but I can bend over and watch that screen, too, if that's what I got to do, and I'll just throw the same place. I just went brain dead, said, "If this is what it is, I'm going to do it." And then Bill Lowen comes in and just beats me like I stole money from the church. And he ain't even turned his on. I said, "Well, don't that just make good sense?" It's always good to see the crowd at Palaca. You guys always show up for the anglers. It's fun coming down. The fishing's always tough. I usually cuss it through practice and hug my way out of here. So y'all, thanks for showing up. We love you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, that was entertaining and all. But earlier this week, and I love Swindle, but earlier this week he did come up here and literally goaded me into a bet. And when you said, if I lost said bet, I think I heard you say something about fireworks between my legs and me flapping my arms like a bald eagle, which would have been entertaining and all.
No, not as good as you riding a moped naked wearing nothing but white rubber boots.
I do that recreationally.
You do that up north in the snow. So, like, I fell and bumped my head. I forgot what we bet, so I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen.
Well, you can. But you said yesterday on stage that I should ask people what to do. And what I learned is you have an incredible amount of fans, but they are not nice people. No. They suggested things like me getting you to shave your beard, which I'm not going to do that. Okay. Getting you to dye your beard, getting you to chug a gallon of maple syrup, things like that. But I'm not going to do anything like that. Those would all be fun for me.
Not so much for me. I just told you I pooped myself on Monday.
Well, you won't even feel it if you drink that much maple syrup. You'll just think you're sweating.
It'd be sugar cane out the back. That thing, I'll be itching about halfway down the Astor in the morning. Like, I think we should just have a foot race or something and say you won. I got 2 bad knees, and I don't even know the rules in hockey. I think y'all won in overtime, but I think y'all got help during off limits.
We did. We were using forward-facing sonar. But I thought about it, and I thought I can do a lot of things for me, but I thought it's better to make you pay it off in a way that I think the world needs. And I think the world right now needs to see a Canadian hug a freaking American. Yes. Some horrible people booed that. Are you kidding me? What the? I'm making you shave your head at Okeechobee. Well, you already did that.
I'll shave my beard at Okeechobee. I ain't scared. I'll get down and shave it. It's getting a little itchy. Uh-oh, the wife just looked at us both like, "Shut up." I'm sorry, honey. Bye-bye.
She likes that beard. I was nice to him. Who booed that? You miserable son of a... What, you're booing because I didn't make him do more? No, I'm not making him jump in the water. You go make him jump in the water. You're cut off. Next up, all the way from Wisconsin, he's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Let me hear it for Kyle Norsetter. People booing because I didn't make Gerald do something horrible. Can you believe it?
You made me go dip my bag so I could get a couple extra ounces because it was draining out when I was supposed to come up, and you delayed me. Come on now, Dave.
Swindle, you know what it's like when you weigh in after him. Today, 14 pounds, 7 ounces gives you 44 pounds and 10 ounces. Puts him in 13th place currently. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. 44 pounds, 10 ounces, a good start to the season.
Yeah, a great start to the season, and clearly, as everybody can tell, those fish were really lively and hard to grab, paired with that TH Marine V2 vents and that Phoenix live well. You run a Phoenix, don't you? It always keeps them lively and jumping. I don't know if my conversation can top that guy that just left, but first off, thank you, Palaka, for everybody showing up. It's great to see all these fans in the crowd and everything else. I went to jerking, and the last fish, it was a big one, probably 3.5, 4 pounds. That's what I'd call a big one this week, the way things were going, and it got to twerking on me and jumped off again. So that's what we got. We had a phenomenal day, phenomenal week. Ran that Phoenix Mercury all the way back and forth, an hour and 10 minutes flawlessly every day. And my Minn Kota Raptors were a huge player with the shallow water fishing that you guys got going here. And my Powerhouse lithium batteries kept the voltage up so I could see those fish crystal clear. So here we go. We're going to get ready to crack off Okeechobee. We'll hand it over so we don't stand up here too long and tick everybody else off. Thanks again, Palaka, and thanks, Bass, for putting on the event.
Always great to have you here. A 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier and Elite Series champion from Colgate, Oklahoma. A calm, cool cat from Colgate, Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. 5 fish. Nobody tells me when I do it right. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 2 ounces. Puts him in 20th place with 39 pounds, 11 ounces. Boom shakalaka, tiny bass. Fishing in cold water.
It was something else. You know, today was one of those days it didn't go right. The one thing that did go right this morning, though, is Christy was in front of me, and I sucked him under in my Phoenix, so that was a big thing for me today. It started out good, and it just went downhill after that. But, you know, making a cut here, Black is always good for me. Get some points, roll on to Okeechobee here next week, and hopefully get a little revenge there. So it's going to be something, you know, Florida bass, it can happen anytime, anywhere, and it just didn't happen this week for me. So, but like I said, good making a top 50 cut. Go check out our YouTube, Living the Bass Life, and we got some interesting stuff from this one coming out, so it's going to be good. And go check it out. Appreciate you, Plaka.
Always great to have you here. He won the first ever Elite Series event he fished, and he just happened to fish it right here from South Carolina. Let me hear it for Brian New. Brian New started today with 33 pounds and 5 ounces. Unfortunately, just 2 fish to add to that here today. 3 pounds, 11 ounces gives him 37 pounds even. Not going to make the cut this time around, but having the family here sure makes it a lot easier.
It definitely does. You know, I had a rough day. I don't know what I did wrong, but I guess it was everything. And it's been tough on me all week. I had 6 bites yesterday, and I caught 5 of them. I had 6 the day before, and I caught all of them. Today I had 2, and guess what? I caught all of them. And, yeah, it just didn't happen. But having Ryder, my daughter, my wife over here, definitely makes it a little easier. FXR, you know, they presented this tournament. They're an awesome company. I've been with them for a few years now, and they got a booth back here. You definitely need to go check them out. They got some awesome deals on some rain suits and a little bit of everything, I think. But, yeah, I guess we're going to ride on down the road to Okeechobee in a couple days and hopefully catch more than 2 bass.
Safe travels down there, and congrats on a good start to the season. A former Bass Nation national champion, a 4-time Classic qualifier from Louisiana, Caleb Sumrall. 28 pounds, 6 ounces start the day. Just 3 fish here today, unfortunately. 7 pounds, 13 ounces puts him in 25th place with 36 pounds and 3 ounces. Gonna hold a few high for you, ladies and gentlemen. One of these things is not like the other one. One of these things. It's good to see both sizes.
That's right, man. You got to show the bad with the, the good with the bad sometimes, Man, I flipped the script yesterday, and it worked, so I really pressed it today, and it just didn't work out. I had 6 bites, and I locked up with 3 of them. That's fishing. I'm more than grateful for the finish that I've had this week. Man, I ran they got a new Express out of the XR21. This thing's off the walls. It's awesome. I ran 72 with my Marshall today everywhere we went, and told it was fine and got us back in all that rough water fine, and I can't wait to get to Okeechobee and really put it to use.
Always great to have you here. Safe travels. A 3-time Classic qualifier, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Jake Whitaker. Jake Whitaker with 5 fish here today. Had 28 pounds, 8 ounces as of this morning. A good day of fishing here today. Needs 17-1 to get inside the top 10 currently. 20 pounds, 9 ounces with 49 pounds and an ounce. Jake Whitaker moves into 5th place currently, and we may see him in our top 10 here in Palatka, Florida. 49 pounds and an ounce, and a great day today. Might have just qualified to fish tomorrow.
Man, I really, really hope so, because I don't know what happened today, but I don't know. They're trying to get up and do their thing down there, and we capitalized. I really had a missed opportunity on one, pretty big one that got away. So hopefully we can get in there tomorrow and go back down there and get her. But man, what a really, really fun day, fun week. If I don't make it, it's been a good week, good points, got a paycheck. So I just really hope I get to go tomorrow. So got a little girl back home I want to say hello to. Wife, my little girl's been sick this week. My wife's been taking care of her, so I appreciate her, and hopefully we get to go tomorrow.
Hopefully you get to go, and hopefully your daughter's feeling better soon. A 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He's an Elite Series champion from Georgia, Drew Cook. Drew Cook with 46 pounds and 6 ounces. Brought a designated fish holder up with him to make the fish look bigger. 1 pound, 3 ounces. Today, a very uncharacteristically tough day for Drew Cook. He's being a good dad. He didn't want to get a big giant one. He could have easily caught a 10-pounder, but he wanted to get one that his son was comfortable with. 27 pounds and 9 ounces, sitting in 38th place. And I know you never want to weigh that in, but it's a little easier with the family around.
Oh, 100%. It would have really stung if they weren't here, but I swung hard just in case it was a fastball today, and it was close. I ended up finding 2 really big females and spent a lot of time on them and was hoping to just get both of them, and that'd have been about 17 pounds and 2 fish, and then I could have just scraped and clawed for a couple of males, but we gave it all we had. We got a couple days before we go to Okeechobee. Hopefully it'll warm up. I always enjoy this crowd. Palatka always shows out. I see I talk about it every year. The effort that y'all are putting in to get eelgrass back here is good. I appreciate it, but we've got to do more, because this place used to be amazing with all the eelgrass. Still, the weights are great, but if we had eelgrass back in this place, it'd be top 10 fishery in the country. And I think the next time that Bass is here, I want to challenge Bass and FWC to whoever doesn't make the cut, the 50 cut. They spend today planting eelgrass out here, putting fences up, whatever we got to do to get this place back to what it used to be like.
Sounds like a great plan to me. Congrats on a good week. Oh, yeah, we'll do a handshake. Most kids will do bumps, but thank you, Finn. Say goodbye. A 2-time Classic qualifier from Connecticut. Let me hear it for Alex Wetherell. 26 pounds and 6 ounces, 3 fish here today, and it really is starting to seem like John Garrett was on a different planet, never mind a different body of water. 32 pounds, 7 ounces, so a good finish in the top 50, but man, a lot of anglers struggled today.
Yeah, I was one of them. I caught 2 6s yesterday, so I went back to that area and hope for the best, and unfortunately they just weren't there and ran around a little bit, did more running around than I wanted to, stayed on the struggle bus for a few stops too many and just couldn't get off of it today, but really happy to make the cut. I ran around today fishing some of the Caperlin lures, so they're a French company coming over to the U.S., using a 5-inch stick bait, just went real light. That's how I ended up catching my better bag to make it into the top 50. And if you're going to have a bad day, Drew told me, if you're going to have a bad day, it's going to be top 10, but if you're going to have a bad day, at least made top 50, made the cut, move on to the next one.
Good way to look at it. We look forward to seeing you at Okeechobee. A 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, Brandon Card. Had 33 pounds and 9 ounces going into today. Unfortunately, a tougher day on semifinal Saturday. 3 fish today. 7 pounds, 15 ounces. Moves him into 18th place currently with 41 pounds and 8 ounces. 41-8 and sitting in 18th place. So unfortunately going to slide out of the top 10, but great points.
Yeah, it's been a great week. I appreciate everybody that came out today. Y'all are awesome. I love coming to Polack. The fishing's always really good here, and I was fishing in Crescent, and in practice it was like 72 degrees in there, the water temp, and it dropped all the way to 57, and the bite just totally shut down. But all in all, it's been an interesting week. I had to take a little trip to the hospital. I had 3 fins in the hand. So went to the local hospital, got that taken care of. All in all, though, it's been fun.
Good one. Congrats. We look forward to seeing you in Okeechobee. He is your reigning Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. Chris Johnston started the day with 29 pounds and 9 ounces. St. John's River's been very, very good to him over the years. 5 fish here today. 16 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 10th place with 46 pounds and 8 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Going to hold a few high for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Ranger Mercury Pro Chris Johnston. 46 pounds, 8 ounces. So a good day today. A lot of anglers struggled today. How'd you do decent?
I put my head down. And to be honest, I used that Garmin Live Scope. That's what saved me. My pattern of flipping and swim jigging and stuff, it just wasn't working for me. I know some other guys caught them on it, but my water temperature dropped. I just couldn't get them to bite, so I had to slow down, catch them on a Spro mix stick on Live Scope, and a couple of them were garden fried. And then I got lucky and came across one better. But I really just put my trolling motor down, went fishing. I was in an area that had fish, and just maximized my fishing time.
Great finish, some great points heading to Okeechobee. Congratulations. A 3-time Bassmaster winner, a 4-time Classic qualifier from Maryland, Brian Schmidt. Brian Schmidt had 26 pounds and an ounce to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that here on semifinal Saturday, FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite. 14 pounds, 11 ounces. He moves into 21st place with 40 pounds and 12 ounces. Want to remind everybody at the end of our weigh-in, we're going to bring out our top 10 anglers that'll be battling it out on Championship Sunday for the first time in 2025. 40 pounds, 12 ounces, sitting in 21st place, so not fishing tomorrow, but a good payday, some great points, and a great way to start the season.
Excellent way to start the season. I was really looking forward to this when I, got done with practice. I saw the weather, as we all did. I knew there was a chance what I was on was going to go away. I was fishing really, really shallow. I know I was around some spawners I couldn't see, and that went away. And to salvage what I did, I got to thank Garmin and Live Scope, because I switched gears, did a total 180, got off the bank, and pretty much Live Scoped all these fish the last couple days, and very happy. Probably move up a little bit today. Made a really, really long run, as well as a lot of guys, and it worked out. The Spro mix stick was probably my biggest player, just ripping it in front of these ones I saw on the Live Scope, and every once in a while one would bite it. If not, I threw the Missile Baits Magic Worm on a drop shot and reeled them in. Good week on to Okeechobee.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels down the road. He's a two-time Elite Series champion, the defending champion in this event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. Took his first Elite Series win right here in Palatka, Florida last year. Had 27 pounds, 2 ounces. Looks like a good day today. Needs 19.8 to get in the cut. 22 pounds, 7 ounces. With 22 pounds, 7 ounces, he's got 49 pounds and 9 ounces. And Corey Johnston is in 4th place currently. Gonna weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 8.8 or 8.6 for the day. 6 pounds, 5 ounces. So not gonna take that. But Corey, just when we think you're gonna have kind of a tough one, you rallied back in this thing.
Yeah, I found something late in the day yesterday, and I ran around the lake today trying to find the same thing, and ran into a few nice ones. So I'm hoping I get to go fishing tomorrow and see if we can't find 5 more.
Would love to watch it go down. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. A 4-time Bassmaster winner, a 5-time Classic qualifier from Longview, Texas, Lee Livesey. Lee Livesey had 28 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 18.3 to sneak into the top 10. He's got 5 good ones. 17 pounds and 9 ounces just outside of the top 10, but he moves into 13th place with 45 pounds, 15 ounces. And Lee Livesey going to roll out of town with some very valuable Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. And a great start to 2025. You got to be happy with how things kicked off this year, Lee.
Yeah, me and the St. Johns River have a love-hate relationship that just is driving me crazy. I took a left today and caught some bass, you know. I said last year I would never take a left. Yesterday I took another right and caught 2 bass. So I don't know. I'm going to figure this place out one day and win a trophy here. I love Palatka. Thank y'all so much for showing out, Palatka. Thank y'all so much. Everybody in this region is awesome, man. They all drink Busch Light and listen to Whiskey Myers. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. But I just want to say hi to my wife, Taryn, Lane, and Brooklyn, my daughters, and my family, all my fans out there watching, man. It's hard being on the road for 3 or 4 weeks straight, not getting to see them. Miss them so much. Just a huge shout out to my support group. All my sponsors, honestly, are where it's at for me being on the road, being away from my family like that. But one thing I was just talking to Corey about, you know, not a lot of tournaments where you catch every single bait or every single fish on a sponsored bait, and I did that this week. I caught every single fish I weighed in on a 6-inch bait, either a 6-inch clout or a 6-inch divine swim jig, and that's pretty cool. Me, Caleb Summerall, and Logan Latuso all travel together, film YouTube, man. We fight and drink beer and fish, and the highs and lows of bass fishing like y'all saw with me the last 3 days. We show it all on the YouTube series. Jesse, that guy right there, films everything. So check us out on YouTube. It's just Lee Livesey Fishing. You'll see everything I use this whole tournament. We check it all out at tackleaddict.com. Thank y'all so much, Palatka. I love you. See you next year.
Bad day to be a Busch Light. Enjoy yourself tonight. A 2-time Elite Series champion and 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Panama City Beach, Florida, Drew Benton. Drew Benton had 29 pounds and 5 ounces to start the day today. 4 fish to add to that. 7-1 puts him in 31st place with 36 pounds, 6 ounces. So a decent start to the season, though. Some great Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points, and you don't have to leave your home state. You're going to Okeechobee next.
Yeah, you know, we got off to a good start the first day, and as anything in Florida, the X factor is always the weather. And anytime you come here in February, you've got that possibility, and it just kind of knocked them in the head for what I was wanting to do. I caught them sight fishing the first day, and I tried to make it happen these last 2 days, and I saw enough just to kind of keep me interested. It's kind of like I'm a crack addict. Whenever I see them up there, I can't leave them alone, you know, and I stuck with them, and just it didn't pan out, you know. Whenever it does pan out, though, I'll be there for them because I'm not gonna let them go. So, you know, I had a fun time this week. We always come here and stay with the Princes. Tremendous fishing family, great people. They help us out and let us stay with them and cook home cooked meals for us all. Me cooking Mullins, and we appreciate that and appreciate all the support and all my sponsors. And we'll be casting at them at Okeechobee here in a week.
Look forward to seeing you down the road. Safe travels. He's a 4-time Bassmaster winner, a 9-time Classic qualifier from North Prince George, Virginia, Jacob Porosnik. Jacob Porosnik at 26 pounds and 13 ounces start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. £6 7 ounces gives him 33 pounds 4 ounces and allows you to head down to Okeechobee a day early, but a good finish here inside the top 50.
Yeah, I've caught my biggest 5 bass stringer in Florida, and I think I've caught my smallest 5 bass stringer in Florida. But I don't know. I think I just caught them all. You know, I still went back to the same area, tried to milk it again, and you know, the cold front kind of hurt the fish moving up and all that stuff. I like to sight fish and wacky worm and throw a Cinco and all that stuff, and I had to get out of jerkbait a little bit, limit to jerkbait to catch. Actually, I caught 3 of those on the jerkbait this afternoon, and it was just, you know, just went fun fishing. I mean, it is what it is, but you know, Okeechobee is one of my favorite lakes, and you know, we get to go back to back, so I'm in the fishing mood. So can't wait to get down there. But thanks to all my sponsors, everybody that supports me, and all these great people that come out to support us. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Safe travels. We'll see you in a few days. The only Australian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event, a 3-time Classic qualifier, Fear My Heart, Carl Jacobson. Carl Jacobson went in as the bubble boy in 50th place, nowhere to go but up, but he's going to go up. 25-2 to start the day, 18-9 to add to that, all the way up to 18th place with 43 pounds and 11 ounces. Wow, that is taking advantage of an opportunity right there. Some very valuable Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points as Carl Jacobson has his quest to try and qualify for his 4th consecutive Bassmaster Classic. And today is a critical day, and I know at the end of the season, that's when we talk about points, but these points are worth the exact same amount, and you earned a bunch today.
Yeah, you got to sneak in that cut, you know. It was it's one of those things where we're back home and you're just watching your name fall and fall. Like, I got a bunch of support from everyone here in the US and all the Aussies back home, and everyone's watching the weigh-in, and I got to 50th and the weigh-in ended. So this happened last year. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. I snuck in there, and then, you know, it's good lessons to learn. Instead of being stuck in your ways, what happened in practice, I just fished free today, and I went fishing. I went to areas that I never fished before, and I started catching them on a swim jig. So this is the best finish I've had on the St. John's River. It's been pretty brutal to me over the years, but I've stuck with it, and I'm learning, and caught all my fish this week on Crush City Baits. I've had unbelievable support in the off season. Some of the biggest sponsors got behind me with Skeeter Boats and Crush City, so many cool things. And yeah, it's just love coming to St. John's. Appreciate all of you guys. We've got some positive things going on. We have the Fear My Heart incentive. If you haven't seen that, we want to give $1,000 away thanks to Warrior Precast to one of the Elite Series guys that is doing something cool. Fear My Heart is a brand that I started back in 2010. It was just my mantra that I use to get up every day and fight against all the things that are against us day in, day out. There's no way a kid from Australia can make it to the top 100 guys in the world. Everyone said that to me since I was a little kid, and I kept fighting it. I had that heart, and I've made it to here, and I'm living out my dream. That's what Fear My Heart's about. And it resonates with people, you know, differently. And so there's tons of negativity to look at out there if you want to find it, but we're choosing to look at the positives. And last year, there was just amazing stories of Elite Series guys doing cool stuff. So if you see a guy out there this week doing something awesome, making a big comeback, a jump, we're going to give them $1,000 and put their story up on the front pages and bring it some light. So living my dream. Thank you guys for showing up. These crowds are what I watched ever since I was a kid in Australia. The fans are what brought me from Australia to here. You guys make it. Love Palatka, and I look forward to coming back. Thank you.
Great program and a great finish. He's a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, a 6-time Bassmaster winner from Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy Brandon Polinick. Brandon Polinick started the day with 28 pounds, 3 ounces. 5 fish here today. 8 pounds, 13 ounces, puts him in 32nd place currently with 37 pounds even. So not going to be fishing tomorrow, but a decent finish here. Some great Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points.
Yeah, like I said on day one, I didn't have a bass at 11, and I made some adjustments, and that carried me the first day and the second day. I could tell it was going away yesterday, so I just made a gamble. I started close. I fished around here till 9, 10 o'clock, and then I just ran all the way to Jacksonville to a creek I'd never been to, and I learned a lot. So we'll see when we come back here again. I'm sure we will be back in Palatka. I got to see the entire river. So make sure you guys bring us back so that I can actually use some of the information I gained today.
All right, congrats on a good week. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Springville, Alabama, the little ball of hate, Wes Logan. 27 pounds, 15 ounces to start the day today. Looks like a good day today. Needs 18.10 to sneak into the top 10 currently. 20 pounds, 5 ounces. Wow, a big rally. He moves into 8th place currently with 48 pounds and 4 ounces. Want to remind everybody our top 10 coming out at the very end of this weigh-in. Sitting in 8th place currently with 48 pounds and 4 ounces. And man, that's a good finish no matter what way this shakes out.
Yeah, it's going to be just short because, I think there's 3 guys back there that hadn't weighed in. So, I don't know. It was a good week. I stubbed my toe yesterday bad. Only had 5 bites, like I said, and only landed 3 of them. It's awesome to see this crowd. I love this place. This river's been so good to me. I love it. I ran that Falcon Yamaha all up and down it. And if you're in the, Palatka area, we're camping at Trails Inn Campground. Mr. Keith Valentine and his wife run it. It's an amazing place to stay. If you're ever in the area and need to camp, anything like that, be sure to look them up. But want to thank my beautiful wife, my parents back home. They couldn't be here, so shout out to them. But again, thank y'all so much and appreciate it.
Congrats on a great finish. All the way from the West Coast, he's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from California. Let's hear it for Bryant Smith. 26 pounds, 9 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. 14 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 25th place currently with 41 pounds and an ounce. So a good finish here to start off the season for Bryant Smith. 41 pounds and an ounce, sitting in 25th place. Got to be happy with that.
Oh, man, after my practice, I am ecstatic about that. I got to do what I love to do. I got to go lock a hack attack swim jig in my hand with a rage crawl in the back and just cover as much water as I could. And it was awesome. They would come up, blow up on it and everything, even with this cold front. It was pretty cool. But, man, it was a great time here in Palatka. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. This is an absolutely insane crowd. I get nervous around a lot of people, so I'm going to get out of here.
Okay. Good thing you don't get nervous around fish. A 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, KJ Queen. 26.15 to start the day today. 4 fish to add to that. 4 fish for 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Puts him in 38th place currently. So unfortunately, not going to be fishing tomorrow, but hey, you made it through the first cut, and that is always the goal.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was definitely a grinder today. It felt like everything went wrong. It could have went wrong. It went wrong today, but it's just one of those days. They just didn't get it good and didn't bite good. But this crowd, dude, this is awesome. Y'all showed up. Like, let's hear it for y'all. Come on, let's hear it. Yeah, there we go. But dude, this is awesome. Awesome experience. I love Palatka. I wish it was a little bit warmer, not gonna lie. But hey, we're getting a little bit warmer weather. Looking forward to going to Okeechobee. I gotta say a special thanks to Allie, Bob, and Amber. They took me, Cole Sands, Jacob Fouts in, and basically took us in as their kids this week. They fed us. They cooked breakfast, dinner, lunch, had everything packed. Like, it's been awesome. I can't thank them enough. Appreciate y'all for showing up. Over and out.
Safe travels over to Okeechobee. He's an Elite Series champion, a 4-time Classic qualifier from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, the sleepy assassin, Austin Felix. Had 29 pounds, 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today on semifinal Saturday. FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River, 12 pounds, 3 ounces. Puts him in 24th place with 41 pounds and 7 ounces. He's going to dig deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag and hold him high. Let me hear you, Palatka. 41 pounds, 7 ounces, and sitting in 24th place. So a good start to the season and heading to Okeechobee.
Yeah, always good to start off the year on the right foot. Last year I was on a weird one good one, one bad one pattern, so hopefully we can shake that this year and do 2 good ones in a row. Really had to grind it off this week. Had a rough day 1, had a great day 2. Today was rough until very last cast. I caught that big one, so still got a little bit of luck, but I'll let you keep going and see you guys in Florida, Okeechobee.
Okeechobee, I'll see you there. A 13-time Classic qualifier, a 2-time Elite Series champion, took one of those wins right here from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz. At 28 pounds, 7 ounces as of this morning. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9 pounds even puts him in 34th place with 37 pounds and 7 ounces. 40 anglers weighed in. We got 10 more to go, and then we will bring out our top 10. So make sure you stick around for that. 37 pounds and 7 ounces, so going to call an end to your tournament, but a good payday, some good points, and you're heading to Okeechobee.
That's right. Yeah, I love coming to the St. John's. My friend Ed, he calls it the St. John Cruise River because I've got a decent track record here. So any day that I get to go fishing on the St. John's, I'm enjoying it. What I had found in practice, it had kind of petered out, and then I felt like I needed to go to new water, so I just went to completely new water and fished all new water, and that's all I could catch. I didn't have any big bites, but in the St. John's River, you never know when that next cast is going to be an 8 or 9 pounder or bigger. I have caught an 11.2 here. My personal best is from this river right here, which is so cool. But today it was I just picked up a swim jig with a missile-based chunky D on the back and put it to work, and it just kept moving and kept covering water. And then at the end there, I felt like I needed one more. I picked up the Missile Baits Magic Worm, caught a couple more keepers, and was able to call a little bit, but that's all I could do. I'm off to Okeechobee.
A good finish. Keep it rolling. We'll see you down the road. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama. Get loud for David Gaston. David Gaston with 25 pounds and 15 ounces going into today. 5 fish to add to that. He knows a thing or two about big fish. Caught the Alabama state record bluefin tuna last year, 831 pounds. Today, 18 pounds, 7 ounces, so a good day. Gives him 44 pounds, 6 ounces. And David Gaston moves into 19th place currently. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. $44 pounds, 6 ounces, so a good finish here this week. And on a day where a lot of anglers struggled, you earned some extra points here today.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to catch that today. The first day I had 9 pounds. So, I mean, I thought I was going to have another repeat, but, I mean, I caught those fish around, before 11 o'clock and just, never got another bite to go with them. But it was, it was pretty good for just a minute, but after that it got slow again, so. But I just want to say a quick thank you to my wife. She's back home with our 2 babies, and we got another one on the way. So she's doing all the hard work right now while I'm out fishing. So just want to thank her for that.
That's a great person to thank. Congrats on a great finish. A 2-time Elite Series champion, a 5-time Classic qualifier from Japan, Takumi Ito. Takumi Ito comes bearing gifts. Not sure if they're going to be that. Had 27 pounds even to start the day today. 5 fish, 10 pounds, 11 ounces. Puts him in 34th place currently. $37 pounds, 11 ounces. A good tournament.
Yes, so it's good tournament because the day 3 fish can fishing, so I'm so happy. But this tournament is pretty hard because the day 1, the day 2, the very strong wind. So I ran a Yamaha SHO 250 and a skidder, so very rough water. I fish in the lake and but so big wave, but I can drive in the concentrate. So always skidder and the Yamaha, that's awesome. So I like that. And I have a big gift for your family.
For me, you have a gift.
Yes, so big. So how many your family?
4 of us.
4. Okay, yes. I bring 1, 2, 3, 4. For your family.
Oh, okay.
And the last
Okay.
last one is Lisa.
For Lisa.
Lisa, yes.
You told me I need these for a special reason.
Yes, so because this is a Yoshi Coke and a Japanese Coke, Japanese limited Coke. So each one is $3, pretty expensive, but very, very healthy. And if everyone drinking every day, so looks like Cena and looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So if Dave drinking every day, so muscle and skinny and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay. I appreciate that. I mean, I could look a little more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, about it, gray beard is about the only thing I got to match him right now. But I need you to explain, why are you giving one of these to Lisa?
So because Lisa always so smile is very cute, and I want to gift for Lisa every time.
I think you have some explaining to do to her.
Yeah. So yes, so Lisa always so very.
What will she look like if she drinks this? Not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think Lisa make Arnold Schwarzenegger every day drinking. I think. Or more, but Lisa already very beautiful. I think the same. So Dave is beautiful too.
I think this is the part where you look at them and you say, "Thank you very much."
Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for Takumi Ito. Very expensive, he says. Speaking of expensive, let's bring out our reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion from Alabama, Justin Hamner. Got a table full of gifts, and you have a bag. Is that for me?
Yeah. This is to combat whatever he just gave you. I think you're beautiful the way you are, so I got some donuts.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And guess what? I like your gift better. 7 pounds, 3 ounces today gives you 35 pounds, 4 ounces. And with all that politicking, nobody's even going to notice you only weighed in 7 pounds.
Don't say it twice.
Oh, sorry.
That was terrible. Anybody like free stuff? Yeah. I got some NetBait Hex Tech. This is stuff just came out with. Oh, yeah. We're going to get it.
All right. I'm a little concerned because I just saw an adult trample a 12-year-old for a free pack of baits. And also, I'm starting to realize that these donuts were a lie.
I'm so sorry, Dave.
Let's hear it for Justin Hamner. We'll see you down the road at Okeechobee. A 4-time Classic qualifier from Wisconsin. Get loud for Pat Schlopper. Pat Schlopper started the day with 26 pounds, 13 ounces. Had a big day yesterday. 4 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him some progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. 10 pounds, 2 ounces. Puts him in 39th place currently. He's going to hold one up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're 44 anglers into our 50 angler weigh-in. 36.15, so not going to be fishing tomorrow, Pat, but top 50 cut, and that's the goal every week.
First one I've ever made here in 4 years, so I'm really proud of it. Battled a lot of adversity this week, including today, so I'm pretty proud of those 4 fish. I had 2 other bites and lost them, but I'll take those 4 for sure.
A great start to the season. Keep it rolling down at Okeechobee. A 10-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a former TTBC champion from Asheville, Alabama, Matt Herron. 26 pounds and 9 ounces to start the day. 5 fish to add to that here today. $10 pounds, 9 ounces puts him in 37th place with 37 pounds and 2 ounces. So the Skeeter Yamaha Pro going to earn some progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points and head on to Okeechobee with a decent start to the decent start to the season, Matt.
Yeah, it was. Some tournaments, as a professional angler, you kind of got to grind through it. You ain't on your A stuff. I had a really good practice and thought I was really going to catch them. But when that wind changed and started coming out of the north, it kind of messed me up, and I had to scramble. So I call it making chicken soup out of chicken poo, and that's kind of what I've done the last 3 days. But it's been fun running the skeeter all over to St. John's. I love coming here. It's a massive fishery. I fished here for 3 days during competition. You see, I didn't catch it very good, but I never saw a tournament boat for 3 days. I mean, I've been in the areas I've fished. I've been all to myself, and I've never turned a graph on the front of my boat. First time I've done that in 3 years. I used my eyeballs, and I went fishing, and it felt good.
Looks good. Great finish. A 3-time Bassmaster winner, 2-time Bass Nation national champion, and an Elite Series champion from Alabama, Will Davis Jr. 28 pounds and 11 ounces coming into today. He's got 5 fish. Needs 18-1 to get inside the cut. 14-11 moves into 22nd place with 43 pounds and 6 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weighing bag. Let's hear it for him, Will Davis Jr. Another good start to his Elite Series season, and I got to be happy with that heading to Okeechobee.
Yeah, it feels good to salvage today. I finally wrangled five of them up in this alligator infested water, but man, it was tough. I didn't have a fish until about 11 o'clock, and I said this ain't good. So we just kind of scratched everything and picked up a Davis Bait Company makes a swim jig called the Beast, and it's white and chartreuse. And I put a big bite trailer on there, and man, I caught a pretty good many fish doing that today. So it was a great day, and I can't wait to go out there and try to catch some big ones next week.
Looking forward to seeing you down the road. Safe travels to Okeechobee. An 8-time Classic qualifier, a 3-time U.S. Open champion from Payson, Arizona, the Golden Ram, Clifford Perch. Cliff Perch had 26 pounds, 15 ounces going into today. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 13 ounces puts him in 33rd place currently. John Garrett continues to lead this tournament with just a few anglers left to weigh in. 37 pounds, 12 ounces, sitting in 33rd place. How you feeling about that?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I had a great week. Obviously you want to try to get in that day 4, but I started off in 80th place, and to be standing here today is just a super blessing. So, I had a great time. I'm super thankful. Great crowd. Thank you guys for coming. This is fantastic. There's tons of folks out here, and I love coming here. This is a great river, and there's just so many places I'd like to check out. This is somewhere you could spend a lot of time trying to find those neat places, but I was going about 40, 50 miles upriver, south. So mainly throwing a new bait called the Nicorama. It's a little Nico worm, and caught some on the cliffhanger today on a drop shot, and caught a couple big ones on a jerkbait this week. But super fun. I did see one about 10 pounds swimming around out there today that is still swimming around out there. But I'm thankful. This is a great way to start Florida. I want to say hi to my family watching and friends, and folks at Copper State Tackle Shop. They got a giant screen big as this stage in the store there. They're watching Bassmaster Live. So I want to say hi to all of them. So thank you, guys.
Let's hear it for those folks watching live right now, Palatka. Hi. Next up from North Carolina, he's a 6-time Classic qualifier, the Baby Shark, Shane LaHue. Had 35 pounds, 7 ounces to start the day today. A good day here today. Needs 11.5 to get inside the cut, 23 pounds even to take the lead. 5 fish, 17 pounds, 14 ounces. Moves all the way into second place with 53 pounds and 5 ounces. This is our final 3 anglers to weigh in, and then we were bringing out our top 10. So, Palatka, I need you to blow the doors off this place when we bring them all out. And, Shane, it looks like you are going to be part of that because you're in second place with 3 anglers left to go. I don't even need my abacus to work that out. You're definitely in the top 10.
That's good math, Dave. Good job. What?
That didn't sound very nice at all.
You gave me crap up here yesterday because I didn't plug the Berkeley bait good enough.
No, I didn't. I just said I gave you an opportunity, and you struck out.
I usually squander opportunities, especially here, but this week I haven't. I'm catching fry garters, and they're hard to get to bite, but patience has paid off, especially for me. Just fishing behind people, they're getting ran over a lot. They're getting really smart, but I've stuck with it, and every day I've tried to go catch a big one. I caught had some awesome fish catches today, late in the day on a Berkeley swim jig, so that was a lot of fun. But I got to figure out how to generate some bigger bites because these guys are smashing them. I'm going to need a really, really big bag, but I'm going to go catch some fry garters in the morning because it's a lot of fun too. And it's weird. I've gone somewhere new every day. I've caught them quick. Early in the morning, I can catch them pretty good, and then as the day progresses, they get super hard to catch. So I'm going to get out the Berkeley Max Scent Stank Bug once again, and yes, it does stink. It's full of Max Scent. It's not just for smallmouth. It's a great largemouth bait, and I'm going to go look for some big sight fish. I think that's the only way I have a chance to come back.
All right. Great to have you here. Look forward to seeing you in a few minutes. He's a two-time Bassmaster winner, a three-time Classic qualifier from Wisconsin. Get loud for Jay Shakurat. Started the day with 37 pounds and 11 ounces. He's looking for 20 pounds and 12 ounces to take the lead. 10 pounds, 7 ounces to get in the cut. 16 pounds, 10 ounces with 54 pounds and 5 ounces. Jay Shakurat is definitely fishing on Championship Sunday. Another Championship Sunday appearance for Jay Shakurat right here in Palatka, where he started his Elite Series career. 54 pounds, 5 ounces, sitting in second place. Going to get a shot at him again tomorrow. How you feeling?
I feel good about that. I'm just really happy that the first day I was able to ride out that big bag into a top 10. That was kind of my goal coming into the day, was just ride it out. Wasn't sure after yesterday, I had that struggle with only 12 pounds, but bounced back a little bit today, put one nice fish in the boat, one nice 5-pounder, and wow, look at this crowd. You guys really showed up here. This is pretty cool. All the fans I have, especially in Florida. I didn't think I'd have fans in Florida, let alone all around the country. But hi to everybody back home watching me. Everybody's watching me. My new fiance is watching me at home. The dog at home. Everybody at home. It's pretty awesome to make a top 10 in the first tournament of the year. I can't lie.
Well, congratulations on everything. Don't go too far because we're going to bring you out here in just a few minutes. He left the dock with the lead this morning. He's an 11-time Classic qualifier, an Elite Series champion from Brookville, Indiana, Bill Lowen. Bill started the day with 45 pounds and 9 ounces. Can he get ahead of John Garrett? 5 fish today, looking for 12 pounds, 14 ounces, 18 pounds and an ounce with 63 pounds and 10 ounces. Once again, Bill Lowen is leading the FXR Bassmaster Elite on the St. Johns River. 63 pounds and 10 ounces. And Bill Lowen, you are 5 fish away from becoming a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. How does it feel?
Honestly, I don't know what to say right now. It's this career or this sport is all about highs and lows. This is my 20th year on tour, and coming off last year and being my worst year on the tour, it feels really good to get started like this. Got to give a big shout out to the guys over at Yamaha. They've been with me my whole career. Get me out there and get me back every time. I'm so looking forward to getting back out there in that Express and fishing the way I like to fish. I'm fishing in my comfort zone, Dave, and we talk about that all the time. I feel like you fish to the best of your ability when you can do that, and I'm fishing that way, and I'm fishing free. And for the first time in my career, I'm really not nervous at all. It's God willing, it'll happen. If not, if I don't catch a bass tomorrow, the last 3 days has been amazing. But like I said, after last year, being able to start the year with a top 10, every time we come to the Palatka, the crowd is amazing. Thank you all for coming every single time. Dave, and I'm going to continue doing what I did last year. Every time I made a Saturday cut, I'd pick a kid out of the crowd and give him a Bassmaster membership. But we're going to do that tomorrow. So make sure some kid out here is going to get a Bassmaster membership. And Bassmaster Magazine will help you be possibly standing on this stage one day. So once again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody that supports me throughout my whole career. You know, I got a couple new partners this year with Zoom Bait Company and Lakewood Cases, Lifetime Cases. So hats off to them for joining on Team Lowen. And yeah, come tomorrow and see if I can make a run at this thing.
Can't wait to watch it go down. Let's hear it for your tournament leader, Dollar Bill Lowen. And with that, we conclude our weigh-in. But it's not over. We got to bring out our top 10. Palatka, Florida, are you ready? No. This is Palatka, Florida. This is no regular stop. This is the first Elite Series stop of 2025. Are you ready? We started with 104. 50 went out today, and now only 10 remain. Are you ready to meet your top 10, Palatka, Florida? He is a 20-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is an FLW Tour winner. He is a 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. From Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. He is a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. From North Carolina, get loud for Jake Whitaker.
This is exhausting.
He is a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a 5-time Bassmaster winner. He is a 3-time member of the Bassmaster Century Club. He holds the all-time record for the biggest win margin in Elite Series history. From Somerville, South Carolina, Patrick Walters. He is a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a 3-time Bassmaster winner, 1 in the Bassmaster Opens and 2 on the Bassmaster Elite Series. The first of those 2 happened right here in Palatka, Florida last year, but it wasn't the only one. 2 Elite Series wins in 2024, and once again, back in the top 10 from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. He is a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a 9-time FLW Tour winner, a 2-time Bassmaster winner from DeBerry, Florida. Get loud for John Cox. He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Mississippi. Let me hear it for Brock Mosley.
Used to be runner-up. Those are gone. What should I say about you? Probably nothing.
He is a former Junior Bassmaster World Champion. He is a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He is the baby shark, Shane LeHue. Just a few years ago, he kicked off his Elite Series career right here in Palatka, Florida. Wow, how times have changed. He is a 2-time Bassmaster winner, once in the Opens and once on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Wisconsin. Get loud for Jay Shakurat.
So much pressure.
He is a former Bassmaster College Bass champion. He qualified for the Bassmaster Elite Series, and it took him exactly 3 events to become a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. He is a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Tennessee. Get loud for John Garrett.
Well.
He's an 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. He earned the name of Dollar Bill for being consistent, but look out, he learned how to hit home runs. He's already won one Elite Series event. Tomorrow, he is going out as the man with the plan, saying, catch me if you can, from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. We started with 104, 50 went out today, and only 10 remain. One more time, let's hear it for your top 10. Palatka, Florida, we want to thank each and every one of you. You guys make this sport what it is. You make bass what it is, and we will see you tomorrow. Boats leave the dock at 7 a.m., and they will battle it out on this fabled fishery for $100,000. And